The three men were sitting in the car and things were seemingly normal when someone came up and started shooting them. They were basically ambushed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullet holes alone on this dumpster. High-profile cases dealing with black men being shot and killed by police officers. Again, the judge did deny that motion to delay this trial. He says it has been delayed enough. This school bus behind me here is the bus that was involved in this nasty crash this morning. You can take a look. This is a very horrific crime scene that police are working here, a very unspeakable tragedy. Right over here, this massive tree trunk, you see where it snapped and went right into that home. On Monday night, a man was shot and seriously injured near South Mallory. But right now, we are getting a very close look at this crash here on 64 eastbound. We're in an area off of Jefferson Avenue that runs parallel to 64, and you can see Blaine and Jessica. This tractor trailer is upside down. We saw the prosecution really challenge these witnesses, trying to poke holes in their testimony by comparing what they told investigators.
Live at Sentara Norfolk General Hospital, where Steffi, I understand 2 of the victims just walked right in.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Blaine. At the same time that police found the 2 gunshot victims just a block apart from each other in Norfolk, we're told that 2 other people walked into Sentara Norfolk General Hospital here, and they were also shot. I'm standing on top of part of the city's 700,000-ton sand pile. Let me give you some perspective. The victim was sitting on this bench here. The police station, well, it's right across the bus path behind this gate. The suspect had time to drag the woman all the way across this parking lot. You did not take that money from those students? I can tell you, if you're heading this way, you won't get very far. You can see these signs behind me lined up across the entrance to the bridge. And behind me here, you can see the Gilmerton Bridge is stuck in an open position.
Chin down.
All right. You know, when you're here, this is what you're going to be seeing a lot of. All right, and Blaine and Jessica, you wanted to see us strike that yoga pose, so I'm out here with Nancy now, stretching my arm back.
Oh my God.
There we go.
This is quite impressive.
Your turn.
Wow.
Get out here.
That's dangerous. Blaine and Jessica, be happy that you are where you are, because Jessica, these do not have flax seeds in them, and Blaine, it's no paleo recipe.
Now I am doing something pretty daring right now, trying to climb this course.
Arguments are over, and today the jury will decide whether former Portsmouth police officer Stephen Rankin is guilty of murdering an unarmed teen.
News 3's Stefania Coley is live at Portsmouth with an update on what we can expect today.
Well, yesterday, the closing arguments were given by both the defense and the prosecution. Those are over, and now the jury is going to meet this morning to start their deliberations to decide whether or not former Portsmouth officer Stephen Rankin is guilty of murder. Now, yesterday, all eyes were on Rankin as he took the stand. He testified, giving his side of the story. He told prosecutors in the court that he had no choice but to shoot 18-year-old William Chapman. In a very heated cross-examination from the prosecution.
I know, and I'm trying to answer you, ma'am.
Stephen Rankin explains to the Commonwealth's attorney Stephanie Morales that he thought 18-year-old William Chapman was going to end his life.
I was focused on the fact that he had already overpowered and disarmed me.
Because he feared for his life, Rankin says he shot the unarmed teen twice. The deadly shooting all unfolded within a minute of Rankin arriving to the shoplifting call at Walmart. Chapman was pointed out as a suspect. Rankin says when he tried to arrest him, he resisted. The situation got worse.
At this point, honestly, I'm scared. He's got my taser, he's overpowered me, he's got away from me, he's not trying to leave. He's facing me, he's being aggressive.
The prosecution drilled Rankin about the alternative measures he could have taken. Pepper spray, trying to get the subject on the ground, calling for backup.
This is the radio you had on you on this day?
I believe it is, yes.
Right? What is this? Point to this orange button. What is that?
That's an orange button, ma'am.
What is it? What does it do?
It sends an emergency signal.
Rankin says he also did not have time to pull pepper spray. He stresses over and over he feared his life.
My life was in danger here.
Live now at the police station with more.
Well, investigators here are still working to figure out who is responsible for this shooting. Now, one of the victims was in the middle of a Facebook Live. The 3 men were sitting in the car and things were seemingly normal when someone came up and started shooting them. They were basically ambushed. In the video, I could hear more than a dozen gunshots. Now, at no point could we see the shooter. And now all 3 men are in the hospital fighting for their lives. Facebook Live video captured the moments as someone opened fire on 3 men sitting inside of a car. Rapid gunshots are heard as the phone drops, and this angle becomes the new view. Following the gunfire, a short silence. Then desperate attempts from witnesses to keep the victims alive.
Look at me, look at me, look at me. Stay looking at me. Hey, stay relaxed.
Norfolk police say during this shooting, all 3 men inside the car were hit, and all of them taken to the hospital in critical condition. This is the car the men were sitting in on Bainbridge Boulevard, now riddled with bullet holes and the center of the police investigation. Neighbors filling the sidewalks as police canvassed the Berkeley neighborhood. Many with high hopes no one they knew was hurt.
Lord have mercy, I hope it ain't my nephew.
Stay with me, nephew. I got you. They're coming to get you.
We got to find out where they getting guns from and just find out because they're killing each other.
Police are telling us that they don't have any sort of description of a shooter. They're asking anyone who may have seen or who may know anything to take action against crime this morning. Call the crime line, that number 1-888-LOCK-YOU UP. And remember, you can and will stay anonymous. Live in Norfolk this morning, Stefania Acoli, News 3.